you really have to be suspicious of the people who make fun of you over the internet, because they never show their true face. And if you ever meet anybody that makes fun of you off the internet, you could usually see like a red flag, like they just look like they do drugs, or they just look like they don't shower, or they just look like they're fucking assholes, or they look like they're bigots. Like they'll call you a creep or something when they might as well just go into an area and call a black dude the N-word. These are obvious retards. I know retard is an ableist term, but I mean, people that have mental disabilities like Down syndrome, I don't consider to be retards. People I consider to be retards are people that support Trump, people who support corporate Democrats, and people who talk to women like they're on Jersey Shore.
Here's what I've learned from watching younger women. If you open up dude, they don't pay attention to you because they've heard it all the time. But as soon as you drop that nigga, it's like a magic word and they turn around and smile at you. It's like you just said, please pay attention to me and smile at me. I wasn't going to do this video, and it's rare now that I even show my face because I really want people to pay attention more to my words than what I look like. Hold on. Because I do stupid things like don't fold my collar down. So like I get up in the morning sometimes and have a thought on my mind and just want to record it without showing my face. Cute, right? I'm a real cutie rat. So I had the video, last video I posted was about Bishop Talbert Swan and how he's sick of like white women trying to pick up the microphone and talk about racism when he's black, and like how there's all these white people who want to talk about racism. And I think it's fine to like post memes on the internet about racists being stupid. But like when it really comes down to it, when a black person starts talking about racism, you need to shut up and listen. It's okay to have a conversation, but you need to like stop acting like your privilege allows you to talk about racism more than people of color. And I feel that way about people who talk about incels that are dudes, like Walter Fate. And I rarely put people on blast by their name, but the fact that like he put me on blast with my name means that this feud is just never going to end. I do not talk to this guy anymore because he's like a white woman that wants to pick up arms against racism when there's black people. If there's anybody that needs to talk about incels, it's women. Not dudes, women. Him trying to talk for the women is exactly what I mean. He's a misogynist prick. Just shut the fuck up and let the women talk about incels. And dude, I'm not an incel. An incel, you say, well, is an involuntary celibate. But you're people that say things like, the word bigot is somebody that hates your opinion, or the word gay means happy. That's like the 1800s definitions of things. I'm a bachelor, not an incel. I'm a comedian, not a troll. Let the women talk about incels. Leave me out of this whole fucking thing where you think I'm an incel. I'm not. The women that I'm interested in are age phobic. Or maybe they're not, but they're like 18 to 24. And most of them are age phobic. And that's all because the patriarchy markets an image of similar age couples being hot to trot and the best for the baby's health. It's not. Go to my YouTube channel, watch all my videos on telomeres. This one, the Lucas Werner channel, and sit your clown ass down instead of hating me. Look in the mirror and look at your own narcissistic bullshit. Empaths wouldn't spend their time downvoting my statuses and shit. Like whatever you say to me, it's going to be like, I agree with you, like maybe a percentage, but like most of it, I don't. You know, so like if you message me on Instagram and you don't have if your account is private, you know mine's private. I'm not here to you know why mine's private. You having a private account means I'm not going to allow you to follow me because you're not showing me what I need to know if you're worth dating or being a friend with. And you know enough about me through YouTube and years of Facebook to know that I put myself out there plenty. I don't really go to bars because I have, and they don't pay attention to me no matter what I look like or no matter how much I am in their corner. It's mostly just a bunch of age phobia pushed by the patriarchy on these poor girls or women or whatever you want to say. So if you really want a chick, go to a bar. They're 21 mostly. But if you're like 40 and you have to have a bunch of cash, you need to know about telomeres because your babies would be healthier with them. Running cash in the time of Bernie Sanders and the rest of these Democratic Socialists is bullshit. And if you're there to talk for the women, you are a misogynist, Walter. So don't do that shit. I think for a bunch of like communists, anarchists, socialists, democratic socialists, and people left of the Democrats, Gen Z dudes happen to be the most bitch-like dudes when it comes to how they withhold the women if a dude is Generation X, me. You're being a bunch of bitches. Make with the phone numbers, dudes. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you get sloppy drunk. Maybe catch the COVID-19 and die. So you greedy, stupid assholes and you bitches that worship money catch disease and die. That would be a good thing for evolution. If you greedy, stupid assholes would get drunk, get stupid, and catch the coronavirus and die, that would improve our genetics. Or maybe you express how you're worthy and give me your phone number instead of being like age phobic. Oh, I'm 40, you're 21. Yeah, that's based entirely on economics. If I were to say, well, I got $1 billion, you'd be my girlfriend, or you'd go on a date with me, or you'd hang out with me. You've never hung out with me IRL. You don't know how I am. That's your bitch nature. Dude, chick, it's your bitch greed nature that is pretty much just instituted by capitalism because none of the other animals act like you're greedy asses. I hope I made you laugh. You're still a bunch of greedy asshole bitches. I don't like capitalism. I never really liked capitalism. Even in like 1998, when I was 18, I didn't like capitalism because I kind of figured that with as much wealth as there are, as there is in the hands of the few, that we could just say, "Fuck, you have $1 billion. That's enough. We're going to take your money. We're going to redistribute it to everybody." And then they don't have to work, and then they can discover what it means to be human. Or actually, like, oh, you have 500 million? I think that's enough for you. We're going to take that, and then we're going to divide it evenly between everybody so everybody gets some money, and you can't make any more money after that. Don't like it? That's your company. You started. We're the government. We step in. We say no. We get another CEO. I don't really understand it. Like a doctor and a janitor can't just make 1 Bitcoin a year. What are you going to do if all the janitors are gone? What are you going to do if all the doctors are gone? You are no more important than anybody else. I don't like greed. Period. I've hooked people up. Where's my hookup? Where's my girlfriend? Oh, you're a dude that's going to be a bitch about it. Yep, that's why I say nigga, hook me up. Oh, you don't like the words. You're a classist. You're going to act just like the greedy whore religion. You're going to act like a Republican. No, that's not how we're supposed to be. Like if I'm working at McDonald's, I expect to get 1 Bitcoin a year. If I'm operating on somebody's chest and removing a tumor, I expect to get 1 Bitcoin a year. What are you going to do with all the waiters gone? Oh, you're just going to have a society without janitors and waiters and construction workers. Don't reverse classism bullshit on me like a Republican with the reverse racism shit. Shut up. It's not okay to hate the rich for being greedy motherfuckers. Oh, but you're running with a guy that doesn't live in a homeless shelter. But Bernie Sanders spoke to your soul. Oh, you read Luke 12:15 and decided to be a helpful Christian. No. Age phobe. You're 21, I'm 40. You're a bigot, just like the Republicans. I don't like greed. I don't like bigotry. And that's why I supported Bernie Sanders. So if you're going to be greedy, I'm going to say, nigga, where's the women at? You're going to be greedy? Nigga, where's the women at? You're not my friend until you got the hookup. We could be friends on Instagram. Sure, we could talk. But if you know women and you don't hook me up and you're in Spokane, you're nothing but a redneck, nigga. I don't care if you're black.
Homophobic guys don't deserve girlfriends.
You know, I spent most of today and yesterday doing nothing but arguing with young, stick up their butt women that are in college, while my friends and I told them to basically shut up. A lot of the women that are on my side are cute, and they would hook up with me and go out on dates with me and stuff and be my girl if they were in Spokane. But nah, in Spokane, it's just the gray-haired guys stealing all the hood rats and all the hot chicks while using the information from my website. Yeah, you are. Conversation Our Age. ConversationRage.weebly.com. Don't fucking lie to me. Anyway, so I spent like most of yesterday and today arguing with like the rich, what I view as like the oligarch capitalist stick up their butt women that are like, no, telomerase overabundance doesn't lead to anything. I can date young guys if I want. I'm young and I'm free and blah, blah, blah. No, you can't. The fact that the telomerase research has said that overabundance causes anger and depression is evidence alone in the stress that you just won't accept this, like a bunch of global warming deniers. That if 2 people or more under the age of 35 are together, it elevates the rates of telomerase production and the osmosis of telomerase to 2 people or more under the age of 35 because of this youth bandwagoning, age phobic, stupid stuff. As for 100 years, just trident telomeres. Another thing, the fathers over 35 to 55 that we discovered in 2012 that gives kids stronger chromosomes, that it shows the hatefulness of our time because telomere attrition leads to mental illness, which is sociopathic behavior and all the other problems. Look at the kids with the glasses. Like, how many kids do we need with glasses? A health problem. I mean, they got the weak chromosomes because of the young fathers myth that they were better for 100 years. We need to shut MTV and all this crap down. Dudes under 35 should not have sex, period. What we know about telomere attrition, the way it's like inbreeding, dudes under 35 should not have sex. It's like you're trying to justify incest. Go to hell. No. And the telomerase overabundance, of overproduction of telomerase, one person produces enough telomerase for themselves, but then you're 2 people with telomerase, it causes overabundance. And I'm mad because I'm around all this all the time. It's either all these guys with the age gap relationships with the young women, but not me. Well, you call me a sociopath? Are you freaking kidding me? I'm just keeping it to myself, and I'm going around the corner and throwing up
because I know you're using my information from conversation our age to get laid. I hate you like a goddamn rednecks I hate. I hate you like I hate racists. Man, you are fuck you. I hate you. But yeah, but then I have to yell and argue with like and try to like keep it calm in the library while I'm on Facebook arguing with these rich elitist conservatives and liberals. It doesn't even matter. They're just age phobic and they won't accept the fact two people or more together under the age of 35 elevates the rates of telomerase, which causes anger, depression, and stress. And they won't accept it like a bunch of Holocaust deniers. And that pisses me off more than anything else. You need to accept it. You can accept that fathers over 35 give their kids longer telomeres. No, because you're right there like, no, they don't live longer. Bullshit, they don't. All the research is right on your face. I'm right there pissed off like the Lorax because you won't let it go. I'm not a liar, and I've never been a liar. You are the problem. You little elitist youth bandwagoning kids that won't. You know, it's this young adult popularity contest, and it's mostly the women, but it's mostly every dude and chick under 35 that just won't accept that they're bigots and just won't accept the fact that the telomerase overabundance in them is what's causing their anger and their stress. And I gotta be around it. I'm around it all the time. And it angers me because you just are so elitist and act so entitled. But then you'll go like boom, and you get it, and it's like, oh, okay, but now you're just gonna go fuck every other gray-haired dude in Spokane, but not me. You know, we should just bring back like the sacrifices. You know, we take one virgin and we throw her into a volcano 1 a year. We should do backtrack for the 5 that I haven't had a girlfriend and dedicate it to an idea like fuel the Wern. Like we just take a thought and we throw her into a piano box and just toss her into a volcano because they're not listening to me. It's like everybody will go out with me, but they always live in other towns. Or they will go out with older guys, but only if they have money. Or they'll go out with every other homeless dude with the gray hair, but they won't go out with me. I go around corners and I puke because you use me. You gray-haired old dudes use me because of the telomerase research. And then you little entitled punk kids under 35, which is what I consider everybody under 35 is a punk kid. You won't go out with me. You just intra-agial mate. It causes telomere attrition in your kids and telomerase overabundance, which causes your anger and your depression, your stress, and your bigotry. You age-phobic fools. I am sick of it. I've offered for 5 years any restaurant in Olympia. No, too hateful there. Or you'll just go to any other gray-haired guy now in Spokane. And they're like, call me a creep. I'm blocking you. Fight me. I'm blocking you. Fight me. I'm blocking you out. I have no tolerance for you whatsoever. You call me anything creepy. You call me weird. You call me a trip. You know, you're obviously doing it to hate. You have more in common with the right wing. See, that's a real irony. You're chicks and you're young. You're calling me creepy. You're just like the old redneck dudes. Unless you and I are going out on a date, I'm gonna stand here until you tell me why not. Because maybe I like you, and maybe I think you're hot, and maybe I think you're pretty interesting. If only you'd give me a chance. I'm eating pretty good food, you know, while everybody fucks. I'm going everywhere around and trying every restaurant in Spokane, putting the pictures online while you argue with me and fight me and go to every other gray-haired dude. But not me. You never show me any love. The way I see it, until you're out on that date with me, your entitlement makes you nothing but hateful.
Let's say you turn on one of my YouTube videos and you see where it's like video after video and video of me using homophobic language, sexist language, perhaps even racist language. And it just seems like there's no let up on it. And like every story I tell involves that kind of bigoted, prejudiced, discriminatory language, that's intentional. That's me mocking people who do this all the time around other people. I mean, you go to parties and things, especially if you're a woman, and you go to these parties and you know, let's face it, mostly white people are using the homophobic stuff, but it really doesn't, like these days it's everybody, right? Like the homophobic terms, the racial, soft racism, the sexist attitudes where they basically just like fill the whole room with male voices so the women can only smile and can't get a word in edgewise. That's why you don't want me to go to your parties with you. Because I swear to you, I'm going to be there and I might have a big ass grin on my face. Because you're all like 21 and I'm 40. It doesn't mean that I'm there enjoying you at all. It means that I'm there kind of hating you for treating the women like crap. And the funny thing is that this attitude towards women and gays and non-whites, even when there's been integration heavily for the past 20 years, I went to parties when I was 18 and I saw this shit going on, especially towards women, because in those days the gays and the blacks were kind of doing their own thing. But now it's intermixed, but I'm still seeing a lot of like saying faggot, saying nigga, saying bitch and cunt and all this sort of stuff while you know, pour big stiff drinks for women and then pour them down their throat. And then bitch and moan about other people and complain about other people while your attitudes are extremely bigoted. We're like in this lull where like for the past 30 years, men and people have pretty much just kept acting the same. You know, you would know this as a female. You would know this as a girl or a woman. You would know this as a gay person. You would know this as a black person or somebody who's Hispanic. And if you're there saying, you know, men don't have enough rights, you and I wouldn't be good friends anyway. If you were there like supporting Sharia law or Christian law, let's face it, if you read the Bible, it's gross and sexist and blood sporty just as much as the Quran is. And we just sort of let it go because it's a Christian nation. See, that's what I mean. You don't really want me at your party, because I will be there and sort of accept this, but I'm like 40 years old. I've seen this for like 20, 30 years. Before, I would just kind of like watch it. Now I have a grin on my face. I also have a YouTube channel. So if you see me using the terminology for like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks on end, I want you to realize that I'm doing it to mock you and how you behave around other people. That's why I do these videos. I'm not doing them around other people. I'm doing them with me there to show you how you look to someone like me who's observing your behavior. You can't tell me that these dudes are not sexist. You can't tell me that a lot of these guys, these young guys especially, are sexist. And you can't tell me that there's a lot of people that don't grow out of this shit, that just keep continuing with this behavior because the women let them get away with it. And even when they don't, they're still fucking them and still dating them because, oh, he'll change. No, he won't change. If he's not a good dude, he's not a good dude. But you're there and you're like, oh, I want to hang out with white people because I'm brown. Same thing. You're gay and you want to hang out with straights. I'm not saying to accept it. What I'm telling you is to stop accepting this shit. Don't date these people. Don't party with them. Don't hang out with them. Because if I'm there, it's going to look like I'm having a great time. But then when I get back on YouTube, I'm going to be pointing out, yada, yada, yada. I went to this party with 21-year-olds And the guys were the most sexist pieces of shit that I've ever seen. And they were racist. And they were homophobic. And the women and I will confer that younger males, usually younger males in this case, are probably what you need to avoid. That's my point. I don't understand why you're age phobic.
I want an adult hottie in my lap right now, under 26 right now, no frills, no excuse, big titties and intelligence. I don't care if she's a hood, rap, punk rock, or any kind of anything. As long as she's hot and here right now on my 37-year-old dick right now. For 5 years of never having anything as everybody else gets laid. The gray-haired beards use the research on telomerase that I put out 8 months ago, and then you just go with that hoe. Why won't you go with me? I don't need that question answered. I need it right now. After $3,000 of giving food away to the homeless, I think I deserve it. I think I'm entitled bloke, and I think that I deserve it now. I'm not going to believe in your God or any nonsense. I'm not going to believe in Satan either. I just want it here right now. I've given a lot away as an atheist and an anti-theist. I've done everything that I can. I've lost 200 pounds, and I've dropped from 5X to an XL. I've gone through 2007 to 2017, and I've given everything that I could away. I moved 418 miles, and yes, I am entitled to it. Stop opening these terms with me, you big age phobe. We need to get rid of this age phobia from chicks under the age of 26 because of telomerase research says if the father is 35 to 55, the kid will live longer, have longer telomeres, and intelligence more fitter. We need to get rid of it like we need to get rid of incest and pedophilia. We need to get rid of it right now. Oh, you're only having sex, your telomerase abundant. You're just going to get stressed and angry and make everybody depressed and stressed and angry as you roll with the guy and just go fly, and later in life you have cancer. I want a hottie in my lap right now. 18-year-olds, big tits, doesn't matter the subculture. Right here, right now in Spokane, right now, to go out with me on a date right now.
Listen, if you're a guy in Spokane and you don't have the hookup with the women, you're not going to introduce me to any women, I'm not interested in hanging out with you, faggot. Go to the gay bar. There are women here. If you don't like altruism, I'm not going to show you any, you fucking queers.
You know why white guys say the N-word? Because every hot chick in the area that wants to pull around gets horny whenever you say it.
So yeah, you guys are a bunch of bitches. Where are the women at, bitches? I think you guys should wear a shirt on it that says bitch so everybody knows what the fuck you are, bitches. Oh, it's about money, is it? Well, it was for Bernie Sanders, bitch. Where are the women at, bitch? Human beings don't have souls. If they did, they wouldn't be so attracted towards money. Don't tell me that's human nature, because as soon as you remove capitalism, you have an intelligent species that would behave like the rest of the animals, which means that they wouldn't hoard gigantic masses of wealth, including the wealth of the women, as though they were your property, and then turn around and not share. Other animal groups share. You're less than animals. I think for a bunch of like communists, anarchists, socialists, democratic socialists, and people left of the Democrats, Gen Z dudes happen to be the most bitch-like dudes when it comes to how they withhold the women. If a dude is Generation X, me, you're being a bunch of bitches. Make with the phone numbers, dudes. Happy Cinco de Mayo. I hope you get sloppy drunk. Maybe catch the COVID-19 and die. So you greedy, stupid assholes and you bitches that worship money catch disease and die. That would be a good thing for evolution. If you greedy, stupid assholes
would get drunk, get stupid, and catch the coronavirus and die. That would improve our genetics. Or maybe you express how you're worthy and give me your phone number instead of being like age phobic. Oh, I'm 40, you're 21. Yeah, that's based entirely on economics. If I were to say, well, I got $1 billion, you'd be my girlfriend, or you'd go on a date with me, or you'd hang out with me. You've never hung out with me IRL. You don't know how I am. That's your bitch nature. Dude, chick, it's your bitch greed nature that is pretty much just instituted by capitalism, because none of the other animals act like you're greedy asses. I hope I made you laugh. You're still a bunch of greedy asshole bitches. Hey, niggas and niggettes, bitches and bitchettes, dudes and dudesettes, homies and homettes. Who wants to be my girlfriend? You're 18 to 24. You come visit me on Instagram. You live in Spokane, Washington. And you don't care that I'm 40 and live in a homeless shelter. Oh, is that Bernie Sanders supporters? Oh, you care about people. No, you don't. Fuck you. Prove it. I don't like your greed. I don't like your money-worshipping capitalist ways. Even if we just cut it down a little bit, that would be fine with me. At least it wouldn't be like, oh, dude's got a MasterCard, so I'm going to go run with him, as opposed to dude that doesn't have a credit card, so I'm going to go run with the guy with a credit card. I need some proof. I need some hangout sesh or some date where I'll buy you dinner after the coronavirus, or we just hang out. I don't know if you want to hang out during the coronavirus. I've been fine. I've had my temperature checked every day by the nursing staff at the homeless shelter, and I'm doing fine. It seems to me like you're all out there committing suicide anyway by hooking up and hanging out. I don't know, maybe you check your temperatures every day. Maybe you check your symptoms every day. I doubt it, because the 1918 flu and the second wave killed 10 times the amount. And, you know, we're doing exactly the same things they did 100 years ago, because the Oompa Loompa buffoon in the White House doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. And the Democrats are a bunch of pussy-ass bitches and never step up because they're a bunch of weak noodles. If I were a Democrat, I would start punching in the White House. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be like, President, boom, boom, boom. Take some Pelosi. You know, take some Harry Reid. Boom, boom, boom. We've got the cadre here. But no, they don't even do anything like that. It's just like, Trump said so we're going to go do it. You know, AOC, you know, there need to be more people like Ilhan Omar and Bernie Sanders, AOC, that would actually, like, come together and say, no, the FBI and the CIA say that Trump can't be president anymore. And we do something about it, because we're not pussy-ass Democrats. We're democratic socialists, and we don't get all hung up on little bullshit things. Like, oh, does a word offend you? I don't give a fuck, nigga. There's people dying in the streets. There's people dying, killing off the ecosystem with their cars and their factories. Cars in urban areas, factories all around. 50% of pollution comes from automobiles in the urban sections of our world, but we don't give a fuck now, do we? Greed. That's your fucking problem, bitch. Yo, I'd have a girlfriend if I had $1 billion, but you judge it based on money. Greed. You're age phobic because the patriarchy. That's the patriarchy, bitches. The mass media is telling you that I'm a bad guy or whatever, or that people my age are bad guys, or, you know, you're there supporting cougars and MILFs. You liberals will, like, clap your hands. Oh, 2 people with Down syndrome hooked up and got married, but you didn't marry the guy with Down syndrome. You didn't marry the chick with Down syndrome. Right there, the Republicans are cheering it. But you know what? I don't give a fuck, Republicans. I'm left of them. I'm left of liberal. I see no reason to not approach life in a way that is scientific. And I want fertility, and younger women are hotter, and you can have babies with them and have sex with them, and everybody says it's the best sex. That's all science too, because that could bring up studies if you want to be bored. So do you want to be my girlfriend? Do you want to like meet me for dinner one night? Or do you want to like hook up and I'll buy you something with my EBT card? No! Is it all based in money? You don't support Bernie Sanders. Shut your fucking mouth. You never did. Your ideals cross with what Bernie was about because you're all about the money. You're not my type, bitch. You're not even Gen Z, so shut your fucking mouth, bitch. You're a Democrat. You're a Republican. You're all bitches. You worship money. We're democratic socialists. I'm actually an anarcho-communist, but I associate with the DemSoc because they're not a bunch of greedy asshole bitches like you. Unless you prove really otherwise. Do you want to be my girlfriend? You want to like kick it with me someday? You want to smoke weed with me someday? Are you 21? You want to drink with me someday? No, bitch. You want to just be my friend? That's fine. We can talk on Instagram. But like if we hung out and you're a dude and there's single women there, don't talk to me until I'm talking to the women. If it's just going to be like a bunch of women in relationships and a bunch of dudes in the group, in the entourage, well, I'll still be your friend, but I don't really see the point of hanging out with you. Are you buying me dinner? Are you buying me lunch? I'm poor. You could do that. You could just send it to me if you want. Grubhub, Postmates, Uber Eats. I'll give you a phone number. Who wants to buy me lunch right now? You do? Well, then hit me up on Instagram. Not Facebook. Instagram. You want to be my chick? Well, let's have a video chat so I know you're not fucking with me, troll. Y'all take a pizza? Y'all hang out with you? Are there single ladies? You gonna let me talk to them? Cool, then I'll hang out with you. They're not? Well, let's keep it Instagram. Not Facebook, Instagram. Are we gonna smoke weed? We're not? We're gonna drink? We're not? Hard drugs? I'm not into hard drugs. We're gonna just eat potato chips and talk and, you know, eat sandwiches and pop and drink pop. And are there single ladies there? There are. Cool. They don't come. Are they between 18 and 24 and gorgeous? They are? They don't come? Are there anything else? Are they like kids? No, I'm not interested. Are they like over 24? No, I'm not interested. I'm not here to tell you why. I already told you why. Fertility. Most of the bars and colleges are 18 and 21. Do better. Are you going to be one way and not be humble? And then next day you're going to be humble. Then the next day you're not going to be humble. I don't hang out with you, Christian. You haven't proven to me that you're Christ-like every day, every damn day. Atheist. Cool. Be Christ-like every day, every damn day. I don't care if you believe or not. I don't care what you believe or not. Are the women that we're hanging out with gorgeous and single and 18 to 24? They are? Are you going to let me talk to them? Are you going to let me talk to them? No. Then I'm not coming to hang out with you. Are you going to keep yakking? Are you going to keep running your mouth talking shit? You're going to talk shit? You're not going to forgive or understand or be compassionate? Well, then fuck you. You're no better than the Christians you hate. But yeah, if you want to like buy me lunch or whatever, I'll take a pizza or something. I'll give you a phone number, get a MasterCard or a Visa, and you send it my way. I'd rather hang out with you because I'm tired of being in isolation. I know you're all hanging out
during the COVID-19, you fucking liars. Liars! Send me a pizza or something, though. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, I'll come and hang out with you. If you meet the conditions of what this video said. Watch it twice. I'm not here to be your bitch. Grubhub. Or all the other things I mentioned we could do. Don't be a bitch!
Some people say I sound like a mature black guy. I've noticed something rather interesting on my YouTube posts. Like, out of 1.73 thousand subscribers, which isn't a lot for the YouTube community. I have more people like that I have more people than that on Facebook alone. But what I find really interesting is that, like, on some posts, it's just shocking that I would get like 100 downvotes. Like, I just don't get it at all because I'm entertaining and my posts are funny, and on some of them I'm doing rather benevolent things. But the interesting thing about that is if you look at the demographics of the United States, the non-religious population is about 10%. And the atheist population maybe 5%. So when I look at a post that's got 100 dislikes and a post that has 10 likes, what that tells me is that the non-religious population are the only ones that are not retarded. Unlike you fucking retards. If you're into being a swishy, flamboyant pussy male and you're straight, that's fine. But you're going to attract edgy, bitchy women. If you are a edgy dude, like most dudes, you're going to attract more feminine women. Opposites attract. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you're swishy and a dude and kind of a pussy to me, you don't come off as gay to me. You just come off like somebody who's spineless and wants to be a sub, or you're a masochist. And again, that's all completely you, and that's completely fine. I don't want to attract edgy females. And if I attract edgy females, I know it's because I'm being too swishy. So if I'm edgier, I will attract swishier women, which is more attractive to me. I like more feminine women than masculine women. If you don't be an agnostic, because agnostics are the biggest pussies on the planet. But if you're a pussy and a dude, you're going to attract brashy women. I'm not attracted to brashy women. Neither are most dudes. I think if a chick walks past you and says like buddy or dude or nigga, the polite thing to do is just to say woman and then fuck off and go eat a sandwich or something. Because, I don't know, there could be like black guy or something. She's like, really, it's like this the younger chicks that do that. Buddy? Woman, they don't need to treat you like you're the subordinate. You're not like a retard or something. Just be like, girl, or sweetheart, you know, go eat a pizza, go get a pizza or something, you know, fuck them. Let's say you're offended by certain words. Fuck, shit, damn, nigga. Just an example. But you drive a car, and the year is 2020. Which one of us is doing more damage to the environment? Somebody who says nigga, or somebody who drives a goddamn car? Why do I even need to ask this question, nigga? I'm not going to date women who are overweight or underweight because I've already had that experience. I'm not going to date women who are older than me or around my own age because I've already had that experience. 18 to 24, period. There's no negotiating. I'm not saying my experiences were bad. In fact, a lot of them were wonderful, but I'm not going to repeat those experiences.
Ooh, spooky. Oh, you ever notice that Christmas music is just as creepy as Halloween music half the time? Anyway, that's a bit off topic. My history with the word nigga, it's kind of a funny one because of this, I kind of became sort of like Walter Fate, who is just a dweeb for a while. You see my older posts, and it's kind of like I'm Walter Fate out of jealousy. Because like in 2010, I started hanging out with a younger crowd. My younger neighbor, who was like 5 years younger than me, he had a friend who was hard up for a place to live. And, you know, I was nice, so I let him sleep in my bed while I slept on the couch. I was having trouble sleeping anyway, so I was sleeping on the couch. Don't know why, I just was having trouble sleeping. I weighed like 400 pounds too at that time. I've lost 140. Yeah, cheers, woos at that. So like he started bringing over an even younger crowd, and there were like some of the women that were like around 18, 19. And these guys that he'd hang out with were saying nigga all the time. He was Mexican. The friends were white, and every once in a while there was a black guy, you know, but they were all saying nigga. And of course, they're getting laid by younger women, which were like, I guess it would be about 7 years younger than them. So, like, they brought over a chick, and like 8 of these guys fucked her, but I didn't because I thought that was a little gross. But, you know, at the beginning of the night with this chick, I was dancing with her topless. She was topless. I was topless. It was a wild, crazy night. It was like 10 years ago where I dropped ecstasy. Haven't done that since because coming down off that sucks. I haven't done any kind of hard drugs since then. The hardest drug that I've done since then has been alcohol, and not too much, but a little bit of pot because it's legal now in Washington State. So like, they were saying nigga all the time, and they were getting laid. And for a while, I became jealous. And for years and years and years and years and years, I was jealous. Every time I heard someone say nigga, I called them a racist, even up until like this year. Even though I was sometimes dropping it sometimes because I don't know why. I was starting to say it a little bit in the hospital with this chick. It was like 22. I was 37. And she was starting to like me after that because it was like showing her that I was relaxed. And cool. It's kind of like saying dude in the 1960s. Or even 1950s or 1940s, saying the word dude. That's how it is now. Like, there's all these people that will call black guys sexist because they say bitch a lot more than white guys do. But then you notice that white guys say bitch a lot too. But these guys that are saying bitch and nigga all the time tend to be getting laid a lot. So like I was like jealous, you know, and started like pointing out their behavior like a fascist language police. Even the word retard would make me uncomfortable, even this year. But then I realized it was more a fascist thing to police language than it is to actually use language.
See, the difference is like between the use of the word nigga and not knowing who Fred Hampton is, or hating AOC and Ilhan Omar and Obama. That's racist. Hating people of color is racist. Using a term is not racist. I can essentially say Obama was my nigga. If you don't want me saying that because I'm white, you're a racist. And you gotta realize that like a lot of Generation Z, the young adult crowd, are using the word nigga against even younger women, like 25-year-olds. I guess even millennials are using the word nigga, white and black and brown, and it's getting 18-year-old chicks to have sex with them because all these people don't like hip hop. I don't know if it would fly with like Greta Thunberg's people, but it might, because I've met environmental activist type people that say nigga that are white. So, I mean, if you're all bent out of shape about words, but don't look at the problems, like if you're all bent out of shape about the use of the word faggot and don't look at the real problems of like people being stoned to death and beat up for being gay, you have to realize I'm not using the term faggot against gay people. Neither is anybody really, except the racists and the bigots. I'm not using the term nigga against black people. But if I have to explain that to you, you're a dweeb. I've met people that are like nerdy computer types that still say the word nigga. There's a difference between being a computer geek and just a straight up social dweeb. And Walter Fate and people like him are dweebs. Oh, he said nigga, he's a racist. Black people still aren't treated fairly in society. And you have to point out the use of one word. Who's Fred Hampton? Oh, you don't know? Whoa. By that, my nigga, you are a nerd. You're a little fascist language police. Oh, look at that. It's all dark and scary. It's Christmas time. It's the holidays. Hey, Merry Impeachment. Some people get all bent out of shape about Christmas music too, but like some of that stuff is like real ominous and cool, like dun 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 dun. Nig 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 nigga 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 nigga. Smooch. Happy 420, everybody. I have a question to the black people. Can I say nigga today because I'm white? Or is it still considered racist? Are you going around saying women can't say dude because it's sexist? You're not? Well, then shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm going to smoke some weed, bitch. You know what I hate? The sound of my own voice. The sound of my own voice. I sound gay sometimes, don't I? I mean, I sound kind of gay. Like, I'm totally straight, and I am fully in support of same-sex marriage. But my voice is a little faggy, and I don't really like the sound of my own voice. You know? What I also don't like are people that agree with me when I say negative shit about myself. I probably hate that even more. Ma'am, we just came to clown down on 420. Not a Republican. I'm not really a Democrat anymore. I don't think a lot of us are. I'm not voting for a rapist against a rapist. You dumb bitches. You woman. You sound like a dude, brother. Maybe you should smoke some 420 and calm down. And enjoy your day. Because it's been a holiday all month. It doesn't give reason for you to slack on the day of the month of the year of 420. Hey, it's the COVID-19 plague. Can I get 401 more? Brother? How about you, nigga? Or are you a simp-ass, class age phobic religionist? Gen Z, you need to stop with the hate. Hey, cunt ticket. Yeah, you fucking closeted dyke. Gen Z woman. Are you sure I'm an incel? Are you age phobic? Cause I'm Gen Z. Oh, ageist? Religionist? Oh, I gotta be a fucking Christian or believe in God. You mythic, stinky piece of poo-poo. Yeah, I came in all wholesome on you, just to switch it up on you. You faggot. Hey, you called me a creeper. You called me a simp. Oh, how's it feel? Yeah, I don't like bigots. But guess what? You're the reason I don't believe in God. But at least it's 420. Hey. Hey. It's 420, bitch.
My approach to life is pretty simple. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's not because a lot of people don't approach life this way. But my approach to life is this. One of my approaches. I've had these approach to life videos before. But one of my approaches to life is like, if you don't like me, I don't care. But I'm not going to stick around. Like if you're a chick and I ask you out on a date or something and you politely decline me, even if you're polite about it, I'll probably still never talk to you again. There are plenty of fish in the sea. I don't know why I have to deal with other people's shit. I am not here to deal with other people's shit. You deal with your shit. The fact that you got to deny me in order for me to be okay with being denied so you could like me is childish. And I'm not here to deal with childishness. I've dealt enough with childishness. I've dealt with immature 50-year-olds. I've dealt with immature 18-year-olds. And I've dealt with mature 18-year-olds. Usually they're not in this town or any town where I live. So, I mean, if you're going to pitch me shit, I don't care, but I'm leaving. I'm not going to leave Spokane. Kill me, pussy. Do it yourself.
You know why Helen Keller was a good dude? Because she taught people how to speak using their hands, forming sign language in the palm of other people's hands. Because she was both deaf and blind. So her instructor invented a way to talk to her using sign language in her hands, so she felt like Braille. And then Helen Keller went on to teach people who are deaf and blind how to speak to one another and how to communicate with them. So she was a good dude. And I'm just saying that to remind everybody that even chicks can be good dudes. And that's the tenet of one religion called dudism that I have a friend that follows religiously because it is a religion. And I've known people and met people that follow religions that were Jedi. I'm not lying. I've met pagans, like techno-pagans and Wiccans and Satanists and Christians and Jews and Muslims. So, like, we're all good dudes on 420. Vegetarian. Look at me. I'm going to tell you something that's shocking. Listen to my voice. I am a feminist, and I am a guy. I am clearly a man. But you liberal feminists don't get it. Like, I am more willing to stay at home with the kids and raise the kids and watch cooking shows and not football and still be a macho man for my children and my wife as the woman works. To me, you Democrats are conservatives. I'm a communist. You sound like a bunch of lesbians and faggots to me. No, trannies. Like one day, these Zoomers, they might wake up one day and like they're a horse. Like Thursday, they're a soda. I don't care. Wake up one day and you're Friday. Or the color blue. Or have two dicks. Two dicks and you like two dicks. On top of two dicks inside your butthole. Like two dicks on two dicks on your dicks. I don't care. But if you call me a creeper, you're a faggot. I really love blue humor. Body humor. Sexual humor. Here's something I found out. I found out that if you're a man and you have sex with another man, after you ejaculate and you say no homo afterwards, it means you're still straight. Like you can bukkake as many dudes as you want. You can frot and cum on their penises and like cum in their assholes and they can like cum all over you. As soon as you say no homo, you're still heterosexual. I really love blue humor. Body humor. Sexual humor. Here's something I found out. I found out that if you're a man and you have sex with another man, after you ejaculate and you say no homo afterwards, it means you're still straight. Like, you can bukkake as many dudes as you want. You can frot and cum on their penises and, like, cum in their assholes, and they can, like, come all over you. As soon as you say no homo, you're still heterosexual. People who think I'm an incel are probably either meth smokers, schizophrenics, or mentally retarded. Because I've been on a date before with somebody where I spent like $240 and I don't recall having sex with her or even being mad about it. You know what's a good date? Enjoying your partner eating an $80 lobster tail and being happy about it. Sex? That's up to the girl. Well, whatever. I'm not part of the patriarchy, you dumb fuckers. I don't care how much money I spend on a girl. I'm not going to be like, now you owe me sex. If you think that, you're a fucking redneck or something. You're just dumb. You don't... Oh, man. There's so many fucking retards in the world.
Gen Z, solidarity. She about 18 and ready to breed Gen X. Needing some sex. Oh, a herald generation next. Seed and egg. But you run away to the other grays. Bigotry on the left wing. Age phobia, classism, religionism, and other sort of bigotries. You fucking Nazis. Gen Z, solidarity. Your Bible says respect the elders, and there you breed stupidity.
Here's something they've done the experiments on that just makes like white separatists and black nationalists look like morons. And that's mixed race children and how they're smarter. Granted, the Hodge twins are mixed race and they're Trump supporters, but they are smart. They're just like macho fuckheads. I'm not saying they're not funny. They are funny when they don't get all political. I mean, at the same time, I am kind of like looking at them knock Democrats and kind of agreeing with them. But at the same time, I could knock Republicans too. If they were like leftist and like with Bernie Sanders, then they'd be like funny two ways. But like when they're supporting Trump, that's not funny. When they're knocking Democrats, it is. My point is that you might be a white dude into mixed race women. And that's fine and dandy. But if you were into black chicks or like Chinese chicks and created a mixed race child, like 50-50, instead of like 50-50 with 100, which would, you know, a third, it'd be like, when you're creating a mixed race child, it's biodiversity, right? Okay, we know that nature prefers diversity. But if you're into like chicks that are like part white, part black, and that's your thing, is like what they would call mulatto, like Obama. Obama would technically be a mulatto, but like a mixed race, half white, half brown. You're really creating a white child with a little bit of brown DNA. So if you were ballsy enough and a white guy, you would try to date black chicks or Arabic chicks or Chinese girls and create a 50-50 mixed race, like half Caucasian, half not Caucasian child. So does that still make me a racist?
God, I hate rap music. I hate anybody who tries to rap, especially white people. Yo, they'll call me a racist for that. But African Americans had more of an influence on rock and roll than they ever did on rap. They had more of an influence on country music than they ever did on rap. Excuse me?
Who's the fucking racist? I want all the lovely Gen Z women in Spokane. I mean, if you're old enough to vote, you're not older than 24. I'm not going to explain why. I've already explained why. Fertility or young socialist leaning. In fact, I'm in a homeless shelter. Pretty much shows you that you don't understand your Bible, because there's 100 verses in it that say worshiping money is evil and you're going to go to hell. Bernie Sanders upon you. Yeah, okay, you're evil. Change your evil ways if you're left wing. I'm not here to date people who are right wing or, you know, people that won't see past the money or age difference. I'm not here to tolerate bigots. Do you understand me? I'm not. I think your Christian God says you're going to go to hell for your bigotry. I'm an atheist because of this. Do you understand that you're just making it seem like atheism is a better position, because Christianity is right there saying, yeah, we worship God, but we're not going to date dudes unless they're in our own economic class or above, even though we support Bernie Sanders kind of rhetoric. No, you're wrong. You need to stop doing that and actually show me where the women are at. Oh, you don't like that I'm angry? Well, you don't have a girlfriend for me. You're a waste of my time, simpleton. I mean, if you do, then you're not a simpleton. So I want all the women in Spokane. All the Gen Z women in Spokane, Washington. I want them all. If they're nice to me. I've been in the park just sitting there. Some dumb fat bitch came up. She's like, yeah. She said something snarky and it said, bye. I didn't even say that. I just got up and left because I'm tired of it. You do not get to fucking run your mouth at me and talk shit. I said be nice to me. Go fuck yourself. I don't like you. I'm a little pissed off that the House of Charity isn't offering showers anymore to people not staying at their shelter. People are going to catch the coronavirus, probably me, and die. So, thanks, Christians! You fucked up! You money worshippers! Fuck you! If I had a girlfriend, I'd be calm. Do I have a girlfriend? No, I do not. I am not calm because, fuck you! If you're left wing, change your ways. Stop being evil. You know, stop worshiping money. Stop being age phobic. And fuck you! I hope a comet strikes this planet because fuck you! I hope we all die of coronavirus. You classist money worshippers. However, here's the solution. You can get me a girlfriend. I'll give you $100 for the hookup if we go on one IRL date that I pay for or she pays for. I'd rather pay for it because I want to feel like a man. It's been 8 years single. I've dated older women my own age. They don't have the chemistry to really keep me aroused. I'm not here to really play your games, your head games. You're all at the bar. You stinking wealthy compared to me. You're greedy. Greed monger! Fuck you and your greed! Your greed is what is destroying this planet through extortion and pollution. Fuck you! All greed must die! I'll give you $100 to prove I'm not you! I'll calm down when I have a girlfriend. Otherwise, fuck you! You believe in God. Get therapy, you fucking simple morons. It's an illusion. It's a hallucination. If you can't do that, fine. Believe in God, whatever. But actually do what your Bible says and stop worshiping money. Mark 6:24.